Hi there, I'm going to try and do a video. I haven't done one in a while, and obviously that's just the way it was meant to be. And when I'm not doing videos, I'm going through a lot of new information, because it's relentless information I get, you see. And I've even had people on the internet say to me, people that think they're educated and do all these courses or read books or whatever they're doing, and they say, where are you getting all this information from? It's all within you. My soul is my life coach. And that's the way it is. And what happened to me is I had an unexpected, as I've said many times, a spiritual experience, awakening, mind explosion at the age of 24. And ever since then, it's been relentless information. And how you awaken yourself is you just basically, all I'm doing, all awakening showed me was that the only thing that you really need to listen to or follow is within your soul. Your feelings. What you're feeling. That's how your soul talks to you. Your soul communicates via emotion and feelings. And if everybody did this, the whole world would ascend super quick. But most people are programmed to be afraid. Most people live in fear. Most people do things and they don't even know why they're doing it. They don't have any plan. They want to go somewhere, but they don't know. They want money, but they don't know what they're going to do when they get the money. They want fame, but they don't know what they're going to do after that. They don't really have a plan. Women just having kids because they're bored. People in terrible relationships, but because they're afraid, they're scared. They're scared to step out of their comfort zone and really do what their soul is guiding them to do, And whilst you're in this kind of mental state, an emotional state, this is what manifests physical problem. Not just physical illness, but what you attract in your life depends on what you feel within you. So if you're in a state of self-love and you're fearless, then you will attract that energy, and you will attract inspiring things because you're inspiration within you. So you'll attract that. And what's within is also outward. We're just basically projection magnets, if you like. And yeah, like I say, when I'm not doing videos, I'm receiving lots of new information, and what I'm trying to work out is I'm always going over it in my head and preparing for explaining it, because not everyone is ready to hear the information how I receive it, you see. And when you ascend to a certain level, it's very strong, this relentless information. It just starts by going with your feelings, and then the information goes stronger and stronger. When you're going with your feelings, you're healing, and the deeper you heal, then that's when you access this infinite knowledge, because you have to do the healing work first. This is what happened to me when I had this awakening. When I had this awakening, there's a lot of healing. The awakening manifested from depression. And one day I sat down and I had enough. And it was a within power, a soul within thing. And, everything changed from that moment. Because I realised that once you've had enough, you will awaken. And that's basically what happened to me. But the reason I had this awakening, and I realised that the reason I had it was to show others how to awaken themselves. That's it. You just go with what you feel. That's it. Stop looking externally. Like I say that most people live in a place of subconscious fear. This is why the brainwashing has to start when you're like 3, 4, and 5. It's to get you brainwashed. And what they don't want to brain you consciously, they want to brainwash you subconsciously, because that's more powerful. If you subconsciously mind control someone and brainwash them, subconscious, everything manifests from the subconscious, and that manifests your reality. And so this is why the brainwashing starts from a very young age. And the school teachers think that they're actually helping the kids, when they're actually, it's just, everything comes from the top of the system. And before this awakening, I never thought like this. I probably would have laughed at conspiracy theorists and stuff before the spiritual awakening. But once you start to awaken in the dream, you start to see reality from a different angle, because what I realize on this journey is that if I had an awakening and I'm like this and everyone else is not like that, then it means that they must have been obviously programmed to be like that, because this is, the awakening is the natural divine state. Everyone should be like this naturally, but they're not. And so there's a reason for it. So there's mind games going on. And it's obvious to see now for me that that is the way it is. And if you repeat, you're told you're an intelligent person. If you don't repeat, you've got like learning difficulties or something. When it's not true. This is just, they play psychological games, you see. The system isn't stupid. The system is, you know, you got to understand they've been controlling this world. I don't know how long for. I'm not interested in history, because I think this is a dream. That's another thing I gained from this awakening, is that I think this is just a dream. Because everything, ever since the awakening, I've been shown that everything must start as nothing. I never thought about any of this stuff before this awakening. But everything must start from nothing, meaning it's one infinity. Meaning there is no other than you. Meaning that we're not separate, it's one thing. One infinity cannot be two. It can only be one. And so that means that the separation must be a dream then. It means that you don't really exist, that all you can really be is an infinite state of consciousness, awareness, that's within, there is this nothing. Because to have an experience of any kind, you've got to be aware. So the nothing must be awareness. And that's all we are, I think. I think that this is just a dream. If you're non-existent and you appear to exist, or things appear, then it must be a dream then. So, and we're only ever here as well. That's another thing. We're only ever here dreaming of something else, but it's like a dream. It's like an illusion, you know. But you're only ever present, because that's where the infinity is. But I'm just going to end the video there. If you're watching, you're meant to watch it. Everything falls to divine order. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you.